Hello there, my recruits. Welcome on back. It's me, Nightwolf, and we're here to talk more about Gundam Breaker 4. As you guys can clearly see, we have a new trailer that just dropped, and it looks really good. I will say, obviously, I won't show audio because that would be a bad idea, but but I wanted to talk about the trailer for a bit because I think that some of the information in it is very good. First and foremost, if anybody has seen the trailer, which, by the way, I will link the original trailer to Gundam Breaker 4 in the description below. Interesting voice choice for advertising this game. It's something. It's something, that's for sure. And if you've already seen the trailer, you already know. It's definitely a choice, as many comments have said. It's definitely a choice. Now, we'll get to the information as it comes. Okay, so first and foremost, they talk about like the gameplay, the combat, all that good stuff, all the stuff we're already have gone over. But we're talking about new gunplay that's coming out. We are getting the aerial, obviously, from the Witch of Mercury, along with this one. I don't know how to pronounce its name. We're also getting Gundam Helios, which is pretty sick. I like Helios. And the XC Gundam. These are the only... And this Gundam-based version of New Gundam. All really good picks. I like these suits. They look really cool. We're also getting... Oh my god, chat, this is... Or streamer mode is streamer brain. Apologies, but we have SD Gundam. Guys, we have SD Gundam. This is something that I've wanted for a long time. Like, the fact that we got an SD Gundam companion in Gundam Breaker 3, which was a lot of fun, and Roboto was a very fun character to have, but we actually get to play with them now. This is something that I feel like was sorely missing, just in general, from the Gundam Breaker games. Obviously, you know, in the older games that may have been like too much of an ask or too difficult. But the fact that we're getting getting proper SD Gundams that we can customize and that we can actually play with. We can actually play with these little guys. I actually do plan on making custom SD Gundams, if that's the case. Because, oh my god, it will be so much fun to run around as a little guy and beating the ever-living crap out of all of the bigger mobile suits. I think it'll just be overall a very fun time. And obviously, deepest customization yet. I do agree with this. It definitely looks like the customization is, like, really amped up in this game. Like the fact that we can change the size of some of the parts, we can to make them all fit and match better. Obviously, like with the SDs included, you know, that obviously changes some proportions. The color paint, I like that they have more like, it definitely looks like they have a lot more like default default colors. Like I could see the mobile suits that are included here: Char's Gelgog, Zaku 2S, the Dom, Dovenwolf, Dresden Unicorn Gundam Banshee, Blitz Gundam. I like that they've included this because there's always the possibility to like take these colors and then kind of like customize them further to your own preference. Like let's say you like the Aegis's color scheme, but maybe you want to change the colors up a little bit. This would be a really nice feature just like to default. Or you can kind of experiment a bit and see what colors you want on the kit already. Definitely a nice quality of life change that I think is very worthwhile. Definitely good. I like this. Also, I don't know if I've covered it, but the ability to change the size of the parts, changing the scale of them, that's also a very nice quality of life feature. Because in the past games, certain parts just do not fit on certain kits. You can try, but there would be like really bad clipping or just in general, just some like really rough, the sizes just didn't quite feel proportionate. Obviously, like from what I can see in this particular part of the video, there is still a form of clipping going on, at least to some extent. But I think that at least with this option, it helps to mitigate some of the clipping that happens with some of the kits. We will have to see once we have like full access to all the kits and whatnot. We'll just have to wait and see. But I do think that this is a very, very nice quality of life feature. I do like all of the little added combat scenarios. All very good. I do like some of these. I like seeing the kits and the suits that we've got going on. Let everyone see your talent. I am curious to see like how the game will play. But after the trailer is over, I do want to talk about a few things. Of course, we are going to get into the release date, August 29th. Obviously, everybody has already talked about this. It's coming. It's coming very soon. We are within only a few months away. It's about 4 months out. Less than 4 months, I think. If I'm doing math correctly, which I am not good at math, so you'll have to forgive me. But August 29th. Good date. We are very close to that date. We're only a few months off. Now, they do show us some of the pre-orders for the digital version of the game, the Digital Deluxe Edition, which comes with early unlocks for 15 of the suits. I don't really like that there's like early access to some of the suits. I think that that's kind of spoils some of the fun of the game. Obviously, we get some exclusive parts for the Gun Barrel Strike Gundam. I do like that there's also the season pass that's included, which is nice. Apparently, we're getting what is this? Hold on, 5 story mission packs, 2 3 missions, 2 5 Gunpla per DLC. Okay, so or 2 to 5. Okay, so each one of these, which we're getting, I'm assuming we're getting 5 individually. They will come with 2 to 3 missions. Okay, that's not bad. That does add some more content, and up to 2 to 5 Gunpla per DLC. Now, obviously, we don't know what the DLC is or what suits will be included, but yeah, I do think that like that's a pretty good, healthy amount of extra content past the main game. Not bad. Like I said, don't really care about the early unlocks. I think that that's not really necessary. Obviously, Digital Ultimate Edition includes some extra stuff. The same stuff that was for the Deluxe Edition. All the normal stuff, but also apparently you get diorama pack sets for this version. I did check on Steam. I checked the prices. Obviously, base game is $60, and the Deluxe Edition is $90, and the Ultimate Edition is $100. I think that might be a little bit steep of a price, in my personal opinion. Not so much for the base game, but for some of this extra stuff, I think that, like, what is that, an extra $30? It's a bit much. It's a bit much. Do I want some of the extra stuff, like, especially the extra missions and stuff? Yes, I do. I want that. But that's, like I said, that's kind of a steep price. I kind of wish that it was a bit lower. I think that asking that for the digital version is too steep, in my personal opinion. I think that, like, maybe $20 extra for Deluxe would be better, and then $30 for the Ultimate. Cut the price back just a smidge more, I think, would probably go a long way. But, it is the modern gaming scene, not like this is not expected. Also, there's this pre-order bonus, obviously. We get the RX-78 Gundam reticulation colors. I don't really feel like this is a very good incentive to pre-order the game, to be honest with you, because this is just a recolor of the RX-78. The builder parts are, like, kind of tempting because you have the lion thing for I forgot what it was called, but it's from Gundam Build Fighters. That's kind of cool. I do like it, but it's also, once again, early part unlock. So this is in the base game. So is this worth pre-order? Only if you really want it. But I will say this. I am kind of in the camp of a lot of people where it's like, I don't think that pre-ordering a game is really that wise of a financial decision, especially when you don't know how good or how bad the game is going to be on release. And that will kind of bring me to... is there any, I don't think there's no more information on here, but let me quickly go over to IGN. They do have some pictures for some of the mobile suits, but I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about like some kind of like a wish list, I guess. But I do think that there are a couple of things that we should definitely address. And those are a couple of my things that I hope that will be coming relatively soon, because we had the first network test. Obviously, a lot of people in English speaking or Western countries already played around with it, but I believe, this is a personal preference of mine, that we really do need another network test, but more importantly, we need a network test for the PC version of the game, because there was no network test for the PC. And the reason why I say this, and the reason why I think that this is very important, is because when Bandai released Gundam Battle Operation 2 on PC, it did not go over well when they did the first network test. It was kind of bad. So I do think that just to like ease the consciousnesses of others, and also to see how it performs on the PC, is very important. I was actually talking to Rabbit about this last night, that it's actually really, really, really crucial that we know like what are the specs and the requirements for this game on the PC. How is it going to perform? How's the networking going to be? Will we have crossplay with everybody else who's also playing Gundam Breaker? These are all questions that I think actually do need to be answered, and it is kind of like my small little, this is my one little kind of wish list. I want a network test, because I think that would definitely be beneficial to everybody. And yeah, I think that that's important. I don't know if we'll get one or not. We may not, especially considering that we haven't gotten like an English one for the console versions either. But yeah, we do also have some pictures and images on IGN that show some of the kits that they were shown. Some of them are sillier than others. I like that there's a lot of goofy ones here. We got this like ball amalgamation with with a bear guy on top. That's hilariously funny. And they gave us quite a few pictures of it. Love the coloring. Then we have this Akai thing going here. This actually, I do kind of like the colors, and this Akai does look pretty cool. The Akai has never looked more badass in its life, especially with this one. Land of the Rising Sun, the undefeated of the East. But yeah, I love these little like all these weird little customizations that they got going on here. The weird amalgamation of mixing like SD parts with like full-size parts, that is hilariously silly. Showing us a bit of the background and whatnot, like that. It's nice. Obviously we got this image here as well. This one looks pretty sick. I like this one. But yeah, I think, at least in my personal opinion, I think that everything is looking really solid. We have a lot to look forward to, but like I said, at the same time, we do have some things that probably should be addressed in the foreseeable future. Hopefully soon, and not like we have to wait like several months before we see anything. Like, I do think that we do need at least a little bit of more confirmation. Obviously, I'll try and keep an eye out for any new information so that we have that available to us, so that we can know if there's any things that we should be concerned about with the game. Are there any issues, things of that nature. Hopefully everything goes smoothly, because everybody who's a fan of Gundam Breaker does want this game to succeed and wants it to do well, because we want more of them. So fingers crossed that everything goes well and we get to see a very solid, very fun Gundam game for this particular generation. I think we desperately need it, because yeah, the last Gundam Breaker game was a disappointment. Actually, the last two ones technically were disappointments. The mobile game and new Gundam Breaker. So hopefully this one will help to cleanse the palate of all of those that were disappointed with the previous games that came out. But with that being said, if you guys like this video, feel free to, leave me a like. You can shoot me a comment down below. Feel free to subscribe if you like me talking about Gundam Breaker or Gundam in general. I will be streaming, when the game comes out, I do intend on streaming Gundam Breaker 4 over on my Twitch channel, so if you want to check me out there, you will find the link in the description, so go ahead, go down there, go check it out, go follow me, because if you enjoyed watching me play Breaker 2 and 3 in the past, many, many years ago, that's where those streams will be happening, so please feel free to stop by and say hi. And with that said, I will see all you guys on the next quest. Goodbye!